cloud. Because we are controlling transmission. With your host, Dawn Marie.
Hey, it's Dawn Marie from the Lil Drummer Girl. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm stoked because today, in this episode, we get a live interview with Jordan Rosenthal, the drummer of Fortunate Youth. For those of you who are unaware of Fortunate Youth, they are a collective of 6 outstanding musicians and producers who have taken the worldwide music scene by storm. They spread inspirational messages of peace, love, and unity, and they connect music lovers from all around the globe, creating a family of positivity and progressive ideals. Fortunate Youth was established in Hermosa Beach, California, a popular beach town in the LA County. Before, the 6 members went to high school together, linking Mississippi transplant Dan Kelly, who was the lead singer, and then adding drummer Jordan Rosenthal from Las Vegas. The band has toured heavily since 2009 with over 20 tours nationwide as well as abroad under their belt, and they've released 3 full-length albums, 2 of which hit #1 on the Billboard and iTunes reggae charts. It's All a Jam in 2013 and Don't Think Twice in 2015. Today, Jordan talks about how he began playing drums, how his family inspired him to play, since his dad, granddad, and great-grandfather all played drums, how he went from playing basketball to drumming, his drum set sponsor Dark Horse Percussion and Tamistar Classic, how he hooked up with Fortunate Youth, and more. And be warned, there may be some background noise since we are on the bus, and it was kind of loud around us. So take a listen and enjoy. Jordan, thank you so much for being here tonight. I so appreciate it because I know you're really busy and you got a lot going on. And it's such a pleasure to meet you. I'm so honored. I really am. I, had seen the Fortunate Youth before, but you unfortunately were not there. And Zeb from Tribal Seeds was actually filling in for you, which I thought was kind of weird that he was doing 2 gigs in one night. I hope everything's okay. Family.
Yeah, everything's great. Everything's good.
Cool.
During the tour that we were on, summertime, with there was just some family stuff where I had to kind of go home for a couple weeks because a family member went to the hospital, and Zeb, said he'd fill in.
I thought that was cool. Are you guys good friends, or?
We've all known Zeb for a while because but he's been kind of a staple in the LA scene with all the kind of his band. They back the Legends, used to back Barrington Levy, still do. He's OG. He's been doing it for a long time. And it's great because he's Whalers now, too.
I saw that. He's just all over.
California reggae bands to, old Jamaican bands. So it was cool. He filled in the end tour the last 4 days at Red Rocks. And,
cool.
And so it was great. First day of tour, hang out. So it was kind of symbolism of, what was to come and how everyone was ready, close with Tribe ready because we're family, but yeah, Zeb's a killer drummer.
I guess people don't really think about, if you are on tour, what do you do when an emergency arises? How do you do that? But having somebody who could fill in, which is a beautiful thing, I think that was pretty amazing. The fact that he could learn the songs that quickly was really impressive, and I actually did an interview with Zeb. He's a really cool guy, and but anyway, enough about Zeb. I want to go back to you. I saw a video of you actually singing in the booth. Do they feature you on the records as a singer?
Oh no, so that's a. I tried to take a shot out of this one song, and somehow they recorded it and put it on YouTube. But no,
it didn't make the album.
No, I don't.
That sounded great.
I don't sing. We all write. I like to write and write music, but not in this band.
Let's see. It sounded really good, so I think they should put it on the next album. That's my opinion.
Right? Now, for fun, I released a little solo album where I do sing.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but it's just for fun. The main focus is Fortunate Youth, but yeah. So
what's it called? So we can look it up.
JDR is the name, and then Stand on Your 2 Feet is it's 3 songs.
Very cool. I'm definitely going to have to link it. If I can find it, I'm going to link it to the show notes. How did you get into playing drums?
So my dad plays drums, and his dad plays the drums, and his dad and my older brother chose guitar and punk rock music, so I chose drums, and reggae and ska is kind of in the same family as punk rock in a weird way. So
in a weird way, yeah.
So I chose more ska reggae and have always kind of played ska reggae music, so I'm kind of lucky about that. And then my great-grandpa, he played in the Glenn Miller Orchestra.
No way!
So they're all from New York, so it's
very cool.
My grandpa, they lived right down the street from Gene Krupa, and he would teach my dad drum lessons and all that stuff. So
that's amazing.
So it's cool.
To have that in your family bloodline, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's just musical history.
And quote me 100%, but supposedly they said like my great grandpa was like the drums on like the Camp Granada song or whatever. Like but it's just cool. Played with the Dorsey Brothers and just jam. So
wow, that's amazing. I love hearing stuff like that because, I feel like having a family lineage. It's in your blood. It's like it gets passed down. It's so cool that you get that information. Who did your dad play for?
My dad actually played drums growing up as a kid, like 5 years old, 6 years old, performed for the people. But then he chose basketball and played basketball and whatnot.
Was he a pro basketball player?
He got a 4-year scholarship to UConn.
Very cool.
Like, dabbled in stand-up comedy, and then met my mom during that, and then they had a family and.
Very cool. They got the real JOBs. Well, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very talented, it sounds like.
Yeah, he's a pretty awesome guy.
Yeah, that's very cool. So, who were some of your musical influences as far as drumming?
Well, growing up, I guess, the first couple bands were in the punk range that I, like I said, started listening to. I played drums in elementary school bands, so 4th grade, 5th grade, and then junior high.
That's young.
So I was like, a band kid like that. And then, early drummers were, this band No Effects is probably in punk music is like the drummer that I looked up to. And then, in like ska reggae music and progressive, there's this drummer, there's band The RX Bandits, and their drummer Chris is probably one of my favorite drummers in music.
I'm sorry, is that band The RX?
So the band is called the RX Bandits.
RX Bandits, I don't know that. Okay.
He's a phenomenal drummer. And then after, the ska, reggae, that I got back into classics. So I really love John Bonham, obviously, a lot because he's my favorite rock drummer. Just because I think he does the most creative stuff in every song. And then I really like, obviously Keith Moon's style is probably my favorite style-wise. And then Buddy Rich is just...
Yeah, you can't touch that.
Just the king. And then, Billy Cobham. There's a lot of, Matsubishi Orchestra. There's a lot of amazing drummers everywhere. Yeah, so I just love music.
So you mix it up.
Yeah, I listen to it all.
That's what I do too.
And then Tony Royster Jr. I follow on Instagram, so he's just crazy.
Tony Royster Jr.
Yeah, so Tony Royster Jr. He was like a pro when he was young. Did like a professional video at Dennis Chambers, I'm pretty sure. And then he plays for Katy Perry now, but also played for like Justin Timberlake, and he's just insane. He is he's such a good drummer.
I'll have to check him out. I know Katy Perry and Justin Timberlake, and I like both of their sounds.
Yeah,
and
check out his Instagram. He posts videos almost every day. He's just
really
good.
I'm gonna have to follow him. Did you go to school to learn how to play? Or?
I learned drum set on my own, and then pretty much I always got in trouble in band class, so I was always, they never let me play the drum set. They said they couldn't trust me. Like,
that you'd go off crazy.
No drum set, so I always played in bands starting like 7th, 8th grade, through that, like bands outside of school, like with people who have guitars, bass. And then through that, I kind of learned how to play the drums and got better and better and whatnot. I dropped out of band, though, in freshman year because there was just too much time with marching band, and I was already playing in bands, doing shows and stuff. So I just kind of had to take a break. So yeah.
So how young were you when you got your first gig?
We played birthday parties and whatnot in like 8th grade.
Wow.
First, 9th or 10th grade, because we put on our own shows until, we played the venue we always wanted to play, so that's what we would do until we finally could play a spot. We would just, get a PA and set up and play shows and make the free show and fly to the high school or the junior high or everywhere and get everyone out there.
So did you feel that drums was going to be your means to a living?
It was either drums or basketball, because I always played basketball and played drums, and then, freshman year I gave up basketball for drums, because it was either one or the other, and I just kept playing, music, and everything's happened since then. It's been a long journey, but, everything happens for a reason, and finally, we're playing in front of,
thousands of people,
and it's great. It's a dream come true.
So you're from Vegas, and Fortunate Youth is from California. What's the 411? How did you guys hook up?
So I was playing in a Hawaiian reggae band. I played in a bunch of bands in Vegas. So I was in one band, this Hawaiian reggae band called Hale Mano. I'm on a couple of their albums. We always played shows with them, and in the first 2 years I went through like 5 drummers.
Oh wow!
So all this stuff happened with that band where I had to leave that band. but I hit up Fortunate Youth and messaged them and said, if they ever need a drummer, let me know.
Wow.
And they said their drummer just quit, and they're going on a 50-day tour in like 5 days. So that was like 8 years ago.
Wow.
So, I tried out on Friday and then made it. We practiced Monday, Tuesday, and then just hit the road.
That's awesome.
So,
did you do that gig over in Manhattan at the Bottom Line?
yeah.
Did you do that? Okay. I heard it was like a conga session of some sort. That sounds really cool.
I mean, we have our boy Jeff, he's Fist Propaganda. He does our music videos, but he's from New York, so he always dials us in. He's from Long Island. So.
Long Island.
He's from Long Beach.
Long Island.
Right? He's from the Long Beach area. Long Island. But, yeah, so...
nice. I played there once. It was a cool spot. It's a very famous spot. It's got a lot of musical history there. So tell me, what's your kit that you use right now?
I'm playing, so I got a custom snare and timbale from this company, Dark Horse Percussion. They're from New Jersey. A lot of rock bands use their stuff. The Wonder Years, RX Bandits, a bunch of other, genre or styles like that. And one drummer, Steve, he's now the owner, and he's just great, and they take great care of me, and the snare sounds great. And then my drum kit's a Tama Star Classic.
Oh, wow.
And the only reason I don't have a Dark Horse Percussion drum set is just because I didn't want I wanted my toms attached to the bass drum.
Okay.
And some custom companies, it might take away the sound, this or that, so they don't like to do it. So the Star Classic, I Birch Babinga and 10, 12, 16, it's great, feels great.
Cool.
Yeah.
The kit that was being played on, when I saw them last time, was that your kit? Or was,
yeah, so they were using
it was your kit, okay.
So Zeb was playing on my kit, on his kit, made it easier sound-wise, so
right.
As crazy as it sounds.
No, it made sense, but I was just wondering if that was his kit or your kit. So, Crazy Dark Horse is actually sponsoring you now, or?
They've always been my drum sponsor now for a couple of years.
Very cool.
So it's great, but always looking for more.
I hear you. How many bricks of sticks would you say that you go through in a tour?
This one's been a lot. So far, probably like 3 weeks, gone through 20 or 25 pairs.
Wow, okay.
So I needed a stick sponsor, Vader.
I use Vader for my cajon. They have this like really cool, it's like a plastic stick, which is weird, but I use it for the cajon because I was using my hands, and after a while I was like, okay, I'm not using my hands anymore.
Cool
so it was cool, yeah, it was very cool. So tell me something. Are you ready for the 11-stroke rapid-fire interview?
Whoa. Alright, let's do it.
Okay.
Alright, let's do it.
Your favorite album of all time?
Whoa.
I know it's a serious question, and it's probably a hard one to come up with, but it's got to be one that you just know that if you were on a deserted island that you'd have to stick with it.
Alright, wow. Okay. I like Jack Johnson, In Between the Static.
Okay. Now, I wouldn't have expected that to come out of your mouth right now. But
yeah, not drum-wise. Not for drum. It's just...
But just for sound.
Yeah.
Okay, keep you company along the way.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Your favorite food?
Asian food.
All right. Your favorite cocktail? I know there's a few out there.
Well, I used to play these gigs where we only got 2 drink tickets, so to get as drunk as possible, I had to order Long Island iced teas.
Oh, yeah,
and someone told me
up.
to order Tokyo tea because that's a Long Island, but instead of Sprite, it's Midori, so it's even more. So if I'm just trying to get like blitzed, I guess, like a lush, I guess Tokyo teas. But if not,
didn't know about those.
I like tequila. I like tequila shots.
Okay, I like tequila too. Your favorite tour?
This tour.
This tour. All right.
Because it's our first tour, the tour bus. So that's great.
Your favorite travel spot?
Florida.
All right, I like that.
Because,
which part? Any part? Particular part?
We go to a lot of natural springs.
Okay.
And I like to go in the ocean, I like to go in the Gulf. So we always try to go to different natural springs because there's a ton. From Blue Spring to Waukeba to Silver Springs to, everywhere. There's so many more too. I've never been to Devil's Den before. I mean, there's a lot.
See, now you're naming all these places I need to check out because I haven't been there yet. All right, I'm going to have to look at that. Car, motorcycle, or truck?
Car.
Your favorite genre of music to listen to when you're not just hanging out?
Either like Motown or oldies.
I like that. Did you see that there's an actual play with the Motown in Manhattan? Yeah, Gordy Barry. Okay, tell us one thing that no one really knows about you that would be surprised to hear. I get a lot of that on this question.
That is a good question.
I stumped you, huh? Come on, I know you know something.
You can come back. Yeah, let's go back to that.
Okay, we'll go back to that one. Your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, man. Pretty much being on time, or, just letting me know if you're going to be late. Because I plan around other people's plans.
I hear
so
you.
It's like, cool, I'm going to be there in an hour. All right, I won't do stuff. But if it ends up being 4 hours, it's like, I could have done this, that.
I totally get you on that.
So
I'm always saying that about people. Okay, if you can be reincarnated as anyone who was a celebrity or somebody of influence, who would it be and why?
If I was reincarnated, would I be able to change? So it's like, in the past?
It was somebody that you could be reincarnated as, or live the life of, or...
Okay. I was going to be like, I'd be like Hitler, and then I'd change his ways.
Okay.
I'd be like, all right, at that point where he's a struggling artist, I'd be like, you know what? I just keep painting. And then eventually I'd be like, man, I suck at painting, maybe. I'm not going to get mad. Maybe I'm going to, help the homeless. Then I'll be like, that feels good, helping people. I'm not going to get angry because I wasn't a good painter. I'm just going to help people. And then there's 50 years later, there's Adolf is a popular name now.
Instead of...
because how many people name their kids Adolf after that?
That's true. I would love for somebody to go back and do that.
It's kind of crazy, though, how someone can ruin a name forever.
Right? And all the damage that was done.
There's probably lots of, Jimmy Mussolini or something, and now it's they call me the Moose.
The Moose Lodge.
Anyways, I'm going to World War II on this.
All right, so let's get back to that. One thing that no one knows about you.
Oh.
That would be surprised.
Okay.
To hear.
Okay. I guess I'm scared of the dark.
Okay. I love it. Now,
I didn't even know that till right now. You're like my psychiatrist.
Those little night lights. I use them in my bedroom. I use them in my bathroom. And they're just great because it is scary in the dark.
Yeah.
And you can't see anything.
Yeah, I like the dark.
And, you don't like surprises, right? You want to see that shadow.
I have an overactive imagination, woo!
I hear you. Loud and clear.
I mean, when I was a kid, I used to think there were sharks in the pool sometimes, man. Woo, dark enough, man. Didn't make sense. I was swimming quick to get out of the pool. So.
Thank you so much. Tell me something. Are you on social media if anybody wants to follow you and stay in touch?
Check me out. Karuna Island, KURUNAISLAND, is my Instagram. I know it's weird. My Instagram used to be Vegas Karma, talking about how names can be weird, because it was called Vegas Karma because, it was the thing, you're gambling, blah, blah. And then the whole Vegas thing happened, and then it was really weird, the name, because everyone was thinking it had to do with...
That you're doing something wrong that you shouldn't be doing?
No, they thought I had to do with, the massacre in Las Vegas, so they're like, Vegas... And I'm like, okay, I gotta change my name.
Wow.
So Karuna means compassion, and then it's compassion.
Is that Hawaiian?
That's Buddhist.
Buddhist, okay.
Kind of.
Cool, Karuna, I like that. Karuna Island!
But Fortunate Youth is my band. Fortunate Youth.
Fortunate Youth, which I will...
on Instagram.
Will definitely... What is it, Fortunate Youth?
310 is on Instagram.
Okay.
Facebook, Twitter, everything's normal, but Fortunate 310. And thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I'm glad we could do this.
Namaste. And I wish you luck at the tour, and I can't wait to see the show tonight, and I'll be sure to post everything on YouTube, my website at littledrummergirl.com.
Check it out.
And you heard it all here first tonight.
Right. Cool.
Thank you so much. I
Bye.
appreciate it.
And remember, if you like this episode, please share the love and pass it on. And be sure to check out Jordan live in action at www.lildrummergirl.com, where he's playing live, and also catch the video of the interview live. Remember, it's never too late to live the life of your dreams and leave a trailblazing behind you. So rock on and rock out, and I'll catch you on the flip side.